Hello and welcome to another episode of From the Green Room. I'm Brian Zellmer, Director of KU Presents at Kutztown University in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. And as always, you're welcome to join our conversation today. Just simply put your remarks or questions into the comments section, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, and we'll be happy to make them part of the program. We also, before we get into today's program, we have an exciting thing happening this weekend. We kick off our outdoor concert series with an in-person audience as well as a virtual live component if people want to tune in from home. And it's called Arts Alive. And here's a little video just to give you a taste. KU Presents is excited to announce the return to live, in-person performances with a series titled Arts Alive. This series includes 4 performances over the course of the last 3 Fridays in April. You can attend these outdoor performances in person or virtually from anywhere via the live stream. While this series is free and open to the public, tickets will be required to maintain capacity limits for in-person and to obtain the access link for joining digitally. We kick things off on Friday, April 16th with the Irish and Celtic music of Poor Man's Gambit. Then, on Friday, April 23rd, we explore iconic rock and pop songs from the 60s and 70s as they are reimagined through jazz with the group Living Standards. And on Friday, April 30th, we present a double feature, starting the evening with the Latin rhythms of the Tierra Caliente. Quiero agua sin hielo. Quiero agua sin hielo. And we close the evening and our short series with a contemporary ballet performance by Sharp Dance Company. The performances begin at 6 p.m. each week. Get your tickets now or learn more by going to kupresents.org. That's kupresents.org. And we'll see you at Schaefer. So we're super excited about bringing that starting this weekend. There are a few tickets left. Actually, they're going really fast. If you're looking at being part of the in-person audience, don't delay because they're almost all gone. We are limited due to the pandemic with how many people we're allowed to have in person. And of course, there's no limit to the number of people that can tune into the virtual stream. So let's get to today's program. We have a talk today about the KU Arts Society, the Kutztown University Arts Society, and we have 2 of its board members with us today. If we can bring them into the meeting, we have Sandy Green and Dr. Michelle Kiec. Sandy is the Community Liaison and Government Relations Assistant, and Dr. Kiec is the Dean for the College of Visual and Performing Arts, affectionately referred to as VPA or CVPA. Welcome, ladies. Great to see both of you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thanks for taking time to come on the program and talk a little bit about the KU Art Society. It's a new organization, so if people haven't heard about it, it's probably because it's only been around a little while. And I actually, before we talk about it, I wanted to ask or talk about how it formed. And just for the record, I'm also on the board as a non-voting member. And so I'll be happy to share information as well as ask you most the questions. But I want to show a video that was created about the society when it was just an idea. And we had only pulled together a couple of people in the community and on the campus to just look back and then reflect to see how much we've grown in just the 3 years that we've been an organization. So stay right there. We'll come right back to you in a minute.
At my previous institution, Western Illinois University, I had the pleasure of serving as a board member for the Performing Arts Society that was associated with that university. It was so successful that I had hoped that we would be able to bring this type of program to Kutztown University.
As the art teacher in Kutztown, it's rewarding to feel that you have an entity or body that's supporting the arts, not just through the campus endeavors, but what's happening in the community and bringing those pieces together.
To provide resources to faculty to do programming out in the community, as well as bringing the community here.
The Kutztown University Arts Society is absolutely necessary in many ways in that it's exposing our students and our young minds to ideas and experiences that often aren't accessible every day. And in doing such, we're going to provide these students an opportunity that will better themselves in the future, as well as in the field of music and art.
That's where the real pleasure comes in developing the societies. It's just the joy you see on the faces of the young people and the community as a whole. And then hearing that feedback as the years go by, and you begin to see that it really has made a difference in people's lives.
that was our university president, Dr. Hawkinson, and our chair, Ben Hoffman, who kind of talked about what they thought it would be. Michelle or Sandy, do you mind elaborating on maybe, well, Sandy, you weren't with us in the beginning, right?
No.
So Michelle, can you maybe just give us a high-level version of how it came together from that idea?
Oh, absolutely. The KU Arts Society, it's a wonderful collaboration between our community and our university. And really, it's a chance for our faculty, our students, and the community to come together and plan, whether it be events or opportunities. Right now, we're working a lot with the youth of the community, bringing them opportunities outside of their schools to be engaged in art and music events. So it's very exciting to when we can be back in person, but even virtually, to have those connections with the students of the area.
Right. And so in 2018, this idea, Dr. Hawkinson brought this idea to us and formed a bunch of people to kind of flesh it out. And you were you played a vital role in that, in helping us select the right people and to, create the bylaws and so forth. That at some point, Sandy, this idea was brought to you, and I was just curious, what was it that attracted you to want to become part of the organization and help us out?
Yeah, I was always a big fan of the arts here at Kutztown University and within the region. And for me, I find it gratifying to be a part of an organization that is dedicated to advancing the arts programming on campus, as well as the surrounding community. I mean, when I grew up, I was fortunate enough to play piano, and then from piano, I went to playing upright bass for many, many years. So that the arts was especially the performing, was always in my background.
Great. And a lot of times in the early days, I know we got a lot of questions about why do we have to have the society, because KU already has so many organizations and departments producing a lot of arts engagement opportunities for people in the community. So I don't know if either one of you wants to speak to how the society fits into the model and just enhances that.
Brian, you said a really great word, enhance. And so it really is. We are known at KU for the arts, both visual and performing. We have 100+ year history in that regard, and we're very proud of it. But this gives us an opportunity to partner with our community members and also to bring students here onto campus well before their senior year, really getting them to have an experience on the college campus, and for our students here to give back to the youth as well. So it's very exciting. It fills a void that did not, that it existed before this was formed.
Absolutely. So you kind of bring up, we talked a lot about the youth. We formed something called the P.L.A.Y initiative. I don't know if Sandy, do you want to tell people what the P.L.A.Y initiative is?
Sure. P.L.A.Y is an acronym for promoting the love of arts in youth. P.L.A.Y offers meaningful performing and visual art opportunities for not only K through 12 students, but all children throughout the region. And thanks to the generous donors and nearly about 3,500 K through 12 students from throughout the region experienced music performances from all over the world. The Art Society covers all expenses to produce the P.L.A.Y performances and are entirely free for students in schools to participate. So it's a great outpouring and reach to those K through 12 students and beyond.
And just to recap that, and to remind people, that was within the first 2 years, because the organization has been around for 3 years, but we've been in this pandemic for a year. So in the first 3 years, we've served over 3,000 students, K through 12 students. So that's really great. And it is serving a gap. I know KU Presents used to have a pretty robust outreach program, and they always were part of, that was always part of the program. But we also had a children's series that unfortunately had to go away after many years. And so this is great that it's, through the society that things like this can come back. And it's not just the performing arts, correct, Michelle? We also
absolutely. Also the visual arts, and we're planning for in the future some arts camps for youth, whether it's day long or a longer camp. So really having the students come together and make visual art as well and be very hands-on. That's important.
Great. In addition to P.L.A.Y, what else does the society do or try to do? Again, we're still in our infancy, but can you just let some of the folks know some of the other things
that we're doing in planning. Sandy, do you want to start?
Yes.
Sure. I think about the two very successful events we had in the past. The Society hosted a trip to New York for a behind-the-scenes tour of the Steinway factory, and ended the day at Carnegie Hall to see the debut of Kutztown University's chamber players, conducted by KU orchestra director Peter Isaacson, and featuring KU faculty members. And the entire day was amazing, but everyone agreed the highlight of a very full day was seeing our KU students on stage at Carnegie Hall. It was just totally amazing, and everyone just absolutely loved it. And then the second event that people continue to talk about is the Holiday Gala and KU Alumni Art Sale that was held downtown at the Publishing House. People are still talking about this event, and hopefully we get to do the second annual Holiday Gala in December of 2021.
Wonderful. And we have a very big event coming up, correct, Michelle?
We do. We have the first inaugural Kutztown University Arts Society Hall of Fame induction. We're very excited about this. It'll be an opportunity to honor 6 individuals who've been instrumental in the arts at KU, visual arts, performing arts, and also as a patron of the arts. So that's coming up in just 2 weeks from now.
So why is it important to have an Arts Hall of Fame on campus? What does it serve?
Well, it does so many things. It recognizes the value of the arts and the beauty that it brings to people's lives. Also recognizes individuals for their contributions. Very often we might think of a Hall of Fame and we think of different entities. And it's a way to express gratitude and public recognition for these figures who have been just really their life's work. And to lift that up and to model for whether it be our students or our employees, our faculty, celebrate that within our community and celebrate that great work.
That's wonderful. And you mentioned there's going to be 6 recipients being inducted into the first inaugural Hall of Fame class. And they're each, we have 3 different categories. There's the Patron of the Arts, the Visual Arts Fellows, and the Performing Arts Fellows. I think the visual and the performing arts ones are pretty clear, but what is a patron of the art? Who gets awarded those?
Sure. A patron of the art might be a practicing artist, might be a musician, but they may also be somebody who spent their life, their career, enhancing and uplifting the arts, maybe as an administrator, maybe as a supporter, maybe as a publicist of the arts, somebody who maybe wasn't the creator themselves, but promoted the creation of art.
Wonderful. And speaking of the recipients, we actually have one of the recipients for this inaugural class, one of the Arts Society Fellows joining us today. I'm so excited she was able to be with us. Ellen Finks is being recognized with the Patron of the Arts Fellowship. She started the Performing Artists Series in Kutztown University in 1988. And as the founding director, the purpose of it was bringing professional performing artists to the campus. And she grew the program to what we know today as KU Presents. Plus, she created the children's series that I referenced before. She also worked out numerous educational outreach opportunities for schools and organizations throughout the region. And in addition to running this program, Ellen, you were also a faculty member, right? Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, we do. Ellen has a rough connection today, so we're going to do our best to communicate with her, but she's in and out, so hopefully she'll be in. So even after retiring, after 21 years programming KU Presents, Ellen, you still continue to let people know you still continue to support us. You come to our shows pretty frequently. You also help us financially. You support the arts educational opportunities for K through 12 students, and even supporting some of the P.L.A.Y initiative things that we just talked about a moment ago. So thank you for that, by the way. I know just in talking with you that arts education has always been a really strong part of an important thing to you. What is it about arts education that's so important?
Well, as a child, I was exposed to the live performing arts, and I believe that it made an, an, an impression on me and I ended up dedicating my entire life to performance. I think it's important to educate the audiences of tomorrow, to get children used to going to performances, to expose them to the finest performers available.
Great. And so for people that want to hear Ellen, you have some really great stories about your time here. And I suggest people go check out on our YouTube page the 5-part docuseries. There's a mini documentary series that we did for our 30th anniversary of the program. And you tell some wonderful stories in that. And we're not going to rehash those now, but that aired on BCTV. And again, now it's on our YouTube channel. But I'm just curious, what was it like revisiting that time after so much time away from the driver's seat, if you will, of the program, coming back and thinking about all those years?
It was fabulous. I mean, it really gave me a chance to relive those years. I'm hearing an echo, but anyway, yeah, it gave me a chance to relive the really fabulous parts of everything. It was great. I appreciated being invited. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. And congratulations again on all of your achievements and bringing KU Presents around, as well as everything that you continue to do. What are you doing in your retirement now? Because I know you're still pretty busy and active.
Well, before the pandemic, I did quite a bit of traveling. But since retirement, some people know me more as an artist, as a painter than as a musician, which was my profession until I retired. So I've been doing a lot of art. I've been last year, I've been taking art classes every week and going to art workshops. And currently, I'm attending a couple of virtual art workshops. One that right now that I'm taking originates in an art center in Seattle. So Zoom is a good thing.
I think she said she's taking classes in Seattle. It broke up for a second, but you're taking classes from Seattle. Isn't that amazing? That's one of the good things, I guess, that came out of the pandemic. Via Zoom, okay. Well, great.
Wonderful. And I have to say that art, may I say just one thing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Art has kept me sane. Art has kept me sane through the pandemic. Really.
Amen. Well, thank you.
I miss the live performances. I'm going to be attending a few of the ones in the spring. I'm looking forward to that a lot. So,
we're looking forward to seeing you here. So. All right.
And can I say one thing?
Please.
I just want to say I'm really glad that I'm still connected, that the series is alive and well, and through thick and thin, and that I'm still able to attend performances, and I'm very pleased.
Thank you, Ellen, and thank you, Michelle and Sandy. No, you're fine. You're fine. It's just a rough connection. So, but thank you so much for joining us today, talking about the society. We're out of time, but I encourage everybody to go check out not only the Art Society at kutztownarts.org, but also if they want to join the ceremony, it's open and free to everybody on April 28th. The induction ceremony will take place at 7:30 p.m. And I forgot what the URL is to go there. There we go. Thank you, Christina, who's in the background. tinyurl.com/Arts Hall of Fame is a way that you'll be able to go there at that time. There's no registration. You just type that link into your that URL address into your browser, and you'll be able to get there into the ceremony. So thank you. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us, and make sure you please subscribe, like, share, and help us continue these programs. It's to bring artists and different people in the arts world to you during this time. And we're speaking with all different types of people. And next week, we're speaking with Sharp Dance Company, who is one of the groups coming to perform at our Arts Alive series. So make sure you tune in next week at 4 o'clock and every Wednesday. I want to once again thank Sandy Green, Dr. Michelle Kiec, and Ellen Finks for joining us today as our guests. And until then, until we see you at Schaefer this Friday, we'll see you right here from the Green Room.